Because any so to teta, or met my friend Mensa about Parliament. And remember, Parliament has the same powers as the High Court. So what they can do, and they say they can question Mensa, and if they find Mensa answers not credible, now Omangasa committee in Parliament they sit on it and see say there are some loopholes in her statement. They can come out with a conclusion say Mensa has committed a crime, and that they can write and send to the president for the president to do what, to sign it for it to take effect. Mensa is a threat to Ghana's democracy. Now, the reason why Nketiah Mensa is dangerous, and they have if you're a young man in Ghana, right now the information we are getting and say the NPP, leadership promises Samia Wuku say obey the minority leader. Now they have given him a task. Said the 9 constituencies, on it cannot damwa. Because before the elections, Samia Wuku normally diabolic things he shared in Sim. Say a tuobo galamse form about Kurumabikuni Paria that on and in charge. Now there's a rift between Nanabi and Samia Wuku. Now Damwa more they have an issue with Samia Wuku because on the day of the elections, numbers are not open or Ashanti region into Mensa. A 2% comedy bar bontino, the NPP NDC security was able to stop them. Now at the Nketiah Electoral Commission by a press conference and then say they are planning on using force to claim the 9 seats now akano from the 9 constituencies of Mokano. And right now, what they want to do, they say they have given Samia Wuku a task, and the task is simple. Ninyana say, "I want Samia Wuku and gather a year stacks on the lines. Damwa and Samia Wuku will be in charge of a year constituencies. Your record here, and the EC say we nullify unrecognize it. Now, what they are thinking of doing is some the force edges our constituencies in here into a greater Accra for a year seats or so. I'm per se the tags edgy. Over Ashanti Regional 3, I'm per se the tags edgy. So when steady seats now academia a NPP seats. And they know they have lost all the seats, especially in Sawoma Dwejiri. A year Adom press seat, it is gone. They know they lost it. Now what they want to do, they say, Mensa himself say NDC holding on to the 2/3 of Parliament. Only Mensa will be jail. So Mensa and the boss they are preventing NDC from having a 2/3 of Parliament. That is her priority right now. And it's and I would say Mensa. They don't want the rest of the seats when NDC win, They don't want to hand it over to the NDC because the strategy is say NDC nya 2/3 now. The NDC cannot take some decisions because NDC or 2/3 or met my friend Mensa about Parliament. And remember, Parliament has the same powers as the High Court. So what they can do, and they say they can question Mensa, and if they find Mensa answers not credible, now Omangasa committee in Parliament they sit on it and see say there are some loopholes in her statement. They can come out with a conclusion say Mensa has committed a crime, and that they can write and send to the president for the president to do what, to sign it for it to take effect. Mensa himself, that is very possible. So what she's trying to do is say she is trying to prevent the NDC from getting 2/3 of Parliament, and that is the agenda now. And MPP for now promising to say Omobe used to state security to take this seat into re-collation. The re-collation they want to do, it is going to be bloody. See, the re-collation they want to do in Parliament, it is going to be bloody because it is a re-collation. I'm a person. I'm a year. Nobody a day. I go with in Cranfono. Obi a mi yesu in Cranfono. Ebi mo yakwasi afo. That mean Cranfono we mo yafo papa. Just say I'm on tie show no. Cause I say me on church brama. I dare me hear information there. In Cranfono busa me question be. Now, the issue is. Obi am show in Cranfono busa me chain bo. Muni sika no beto chain. And I me kuta me boga me go chain e shame $11,000. And I'm say muni sika mo beto bi. In Cranfono mo fu plane na 38D seat na moto. Me in Cranfono mo kuro ha. Omo fu plane ko Ghana 38D, 39B. Omo te toilet no ho. Sa aro na ko dun kran. Omo dun kran kwasa kekasa. Me ye show busa me chain bo say $11,000. Now, so what Mensa is trying to do, and say She's trying to prevent NDC from getting the 2/3 fully and get it even more. Into the strategy is now say wabase 9 constituencies results re-collation on Céasë because ne officers ni bi wo ha ye tata omo ye tietia omo so ye bu omo o se bi wo kra ne de sekan gina omo so. Now let me show you something. Say unya abotre na u study how things has or have folded till this point. You can see clearly say the Electoral Commission no any Mensa no they want chaos. Yeah, we NDC ni we garden ni awoto aba ewo constituency sa constituencies we mu. Where is it? O young man be any of these constituencies any day be a mobe hu say easy I na adwin say omo ba be re-collation. That collation center also more than 3,000 people. You should not allow the EC and the police to override any of you guys. You people are supposed to be very watchful. Our some money monitor EC no regional officers and the district officers. You should not allow any re-collation to happen. There shouldn't be any re-collation in Ghana. In fact, it should never happen. Because nowhere in the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana say returning officer declare results. Yasaba say about re-collation declare result. It is never anywhere in the CR 1227 in the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. There is no law that permits that. Into any time obi be na say obey re-collation illegality, and we have the right to ban them. We have the right to attack them because from what we know, all the returning officers are call election is stands per the EC's own act and its own constitution. So nobody in Ghana now should go anywhere else and say they are going to do re-collation. It's illegal. Say Electoral Commissioner be any office. No, because re-collation or committing a crime against the Republic of Ghana, and that Electoral Commissioner does not have to go home. Any police officer who will be at that place saying, "Sir, I came to protect," that police officer is an illegal police officer. He's working against the Constitution of this republic, and he doesn't have to go home. We need to attack anybody who tries to do re-collation in Ghana again, because wherever the elections were called by the returning officer, that is the end of it. We are not supposed to do any re-collation. The NDC candidate won, and you know, you people are not supposed to allow any re-collation. So or anywhere to put any box down with any, you need to attack them because they are not supposed to. The moment they do that, there'll be chaos in Ghana. The moment you allow the EC to do any re-collation in any part of this country, there will be chaos in this country, in Tokwabe Sea. To prevent war, we are not supposed to do any re-collation. We will have to protect our democracy. Last time I catch them, I say the Akufo administration, they are not ready to leave. They want to destroy this nation. In the young percent of Kwabesi or Ghana, no, we the citizens who went to vote at Domiko Abenya, electoral officer no, declare winner. We stick to that because the constitution of the EC, the Embrana about a election no, it states it clearly. Say and a returning officer declare a parliamentary candidate. The question I want to ask is say, Adentina EC the list we buy one for Damango count. Why didn't Mensa add Damango? Why? Because the same thing that happened at Obuasi East. They all see a C what Domiko Abenya. They all see a C what Okankwe Central. And they see a C what Tema Central. Nyama will see a C what Hafuano South. No? And yet the same thing is what Damango. Adentina Damango one fan count. Damango, we were here when somebody went into a room to go and declare the election results without the candidate, and we're not even knowing who that person is. And so ECJ Mensa did not add Damango. I didn't know for Damango account because Damango any seat. No youth in Ghana should allow any re-collation in Ghana. Any re-collation the Electoral Commission starts is illegal and we will burn it down. Any police officer who follows any re-collation agent or follows any ballot box in any building that or re-collation, we will come and attack you. We don't want this country. We don't want chaos. Because the moment there's re-collation, all the seats now end this winning, it will overturn, and that will bring chaos. And we don't want that chaos. Ghanaians don't want chaos. The NDC as a political party, they are law abiding. That is why they are in court. And the CI 127 states it clearly. In 2020, near to Kroma, and I call Techiman South. Let me show you something. Before we go to Techiman South, my mention currently, Atra EC Ocha. No, let me go to Techiman South. I'm in there. In 2020, Techiman South, a whole electoral officer declare elections. Ye botuo gidi siye. The NDC for Busa electoral officer now declare elections. Say papers now they declare elections. When the sign here, where are the documents? That returning officer now ama answer. That was the same day. A NPP for the soldier for not soldier for Gina. A returning officer. So a man the pressure say on declare my NPP Nino. I will take him on South 2020. This is what happened. Let me show you this. 2020 in Techiman South. That's what happened.
Everybody must leave the hall. Everybody must leave the hall,
This is 2020. Techiman South. Well, baby, I declare results. He's the returning officer. Or declare results and SAR results in the ECG2. Now police botu. Even after declaring that result, NDC for returning officer and Obukubusa and said documents in the wing.
With a number. Can you finish?
I just want to make a statement. I've sent everything to region, so you'll get to it. To what? To the region. No, you are the region. And I just have copy here.
You see, by law, you were sworn in by the magistrate.
I will pay you.
You see, you are a returning officer. That's why we come to you. It is an office work. We just want what you have declared.
You don't have a copy.
If we have a copy, or we can cite it, have a look at what you have declared.
Why should we go to region when you are the returning?
I don't have copy here.
You go with region.
You take the results. You see, even if the regional officer gives us the results, we cannot rely on that. It is that which you have given.
Yes.
You know,
but the law says that you are the one to declare the results.
You know, my brother, there is one thing, as individual citizens of this country, we all have a responsibility to ensure that the country is peaceful. And that is the primary responsibility that we have in anything that we do. And for instance, that is why I am here. I would urge you to contribute to that peace. Because you see, if there is any indication that you have done something that helps the other party to steal the election, it raises tension and it gives a lot of us problems. So whatever you will do to contribute to that, I will urge you to do it. So that if, for instance, they are asking for the summary seat, be frank and open and say, this is the summary sheet that I prepared. Answer the things such that everybody will be convinced, and then the tension can come down, and then we'll all have peace. Too much tension is not good for this country at all.
I don't have any tension at all. Yes. computer everything. You input everything. They were there. It wasn't that
But you cannot tell me that you have submitted the original and you don't have a copy.
But those who are moving to
Mr. Returning Officer,
figures and put them in the book. While they were there, they saw everything. And they didn't do any alarm.
this captain.
It's everything. We have
Mr. Returning Officer, by CI 127, Regulation 43, it says that it is only you've been appointed as a returning officer for the Petition constituency. From the facts we have come to you, you have told us that you have declared the results. On the basis of the law, we are asking that what has been declared, if we can be given a copy of the statement of proof known as the pink sheet, showing the results for Techima South. That is our request to you.
I'm saying I'm giving it to the regional. So when you go there, they'll give you a copy.
Our copy is with the regional electoral officer. So we should go to the regional director of Electoral Commission for a copy of the Techima South. Is that what you are saying?
Before we leave, he made a statement. Let's confirm it on camera that he has all the pin sheets of the election.
2020, returning officer declare elections. You put a pink sheet where or see pink sheet in our original kwaji. You say you talk about Techiman. You jinana will declare results. Also now returning officer and Brandon Céasë won't kwana bit to declare results no. NDC pushed and pushed. Move video they see Techima South. After that, the NDC worked to petition the Electoral Commission. The same Jane Mensa. And I'm catching Jane Mensa said, this is what has happened. A whole returning officer declared an election without pink sheet. We don't even have the reference document. So, should it stand? Jane Mensa extra letter responded NDC for in 2020. Catchrom say yes. Say a tuaba. Na say a kaya bano. Na say returning officer declare abana. Sana mrane chire. Inti abano whoever he would declare for no. Bibian to Mrs. Sano. The only place that can change that is the court. So when NDC petitioned Electoral Commission, and this was the petition, and this was the response from Jane Mensa. I'm not going to read the whole response, but the part that she stated, our response we say, 13 or see, re-collation can be done at all levels when requested before the declaration of results. However, once election results have been declared, a dissatisfied party cannot request for a re-collation or recount of the result. This is Jane Mensa's statement to the NDC. Into when a Jane Mensa Jina Soka say, re-collation there, baby, I no any the same day na ye kan abano. Ye kan abano na won peneswa. Saturday na me engina so ne kan ansa na declare. The moment e be declare abano, nobody can re-collate again. CI 127 is stating emphatically, and that was the reference point of Jane Mensa. Inti okacha NDC for say Techima South. The mu video ma ye boat woni nyina no. Or see as far as say a returning officer no it declare no it is done. It is finished. The only thing that can happen to that declaration sebio ebetimaka say enya legitimate no is to go to court. Inti everywhere in 2022 you declare aba ama NDC no by a returning officer no clearly it is done. Into anybody who does re-collation again, whether EC or whoever, is a criminal. We need to kill that person because that person wants chaos in Ghana. My mention why the Mensa is dangerous. Also, and the Jane Mensa let me show you a typical thing, dangerous thing about Jane Mensa. Me one example. Here Techima South video no. Circumstances surrounding a sad declaration at Jane Mensa Jitum no. Techima South. Time I declare results. Won't they see what here? Upon all these things that J Mensa who are booked for, J Mensa said it was legit. She did not have a problem. She did not complain, say any of his returning officers were under pressure. You are first kind or see upon your who you know, or see no problem. NPP winning 2020. Oh, Osha list way more. I'm going to give you one example when we say J Mensa or bottom or a boa. When we Obuasi East. Or see Obuasi East declaration. So we tie and then the press conference or say, oh, no, Obi kuta sekai ejina returning officer nechi. Obi kuta ekuma. Muntie J Mensa. This is J Mensa's statement.
In Obuasi East, the collation center was attacked by party supporters and the returning officer was threatened with an axe. His hands were lifted up and he was asked to declare a winner when that was not what was reflected on the results collation form. Again, that process was not lawful and the commission would not uphold it.
Osi Obuasi West, electoral officer no, na obi kuta axe, obi kuta kuma janichi, ekuta se kanya, oma ready say omu betwitwa no, eno mu pagya ne nsa by force say obi ewini. This is the statement from J Mensa. It was Obuasi West declaration no wrong. Momi yanko Obuasi West ni yanko he declaration si bi omo ye no. Se no obi kuta aso ejina. This is Obuasi West declaration. Obuasi East. Obuasi East.
In Obuasi East.
He and a easy returning officer ubikuta sekan jina ne chi. J Mensa say adikudienti Obuasi West, Obuasi East. Oma NDC abrante ni wili ni say or no catch Ghana for say na ubikuta kuma. This is the statement of J Mensa. Munti asmo kan ye. J Mensa.
In Obuasi East, the collation center was attacked by party supporters and the returning officer was threatened with an axe. His hands were lifted up and he was asked to declare a winner when that was not what was reflected on the results collation form. Again, that process was not lawful and the commission would not uphold it.
This woman is a fucking liar. A target no target NDC seats no winning nyina. They want to turn the 2/3. My boy Obuasi East declaration actually. After even the declaration, the EC official made sure say the NDC candidate actually signed. This is the this. So where was the chaos? Ekumana na way. When are they asked by? Your returning officer actually sat on the table with a gentleman or Obuasi, NDC candidate, you know. Obuasi is he signed on the document. You saw your returning officer, Opeja Nensa, Obubo result. When they are attacking, this woman said Obuasi East want to me and call it Emma NDC. Obuasi East for me Kanyan Kupon, me Obuasi ni. More from a year STC, my friend say a year from a year. Yemfan say, Wawasi, all the way to the end of Obuasi East. Obia the Adakasi was very re-collation. Me say Obia ba Obuasi East. Say Waba Obuasi East say, or your police, or your soldier, or your EC, or by your re-collation. Mumbu munkuomo. It is not allowed. Enyemra. Monfa weapons ngu on omo. You people should not allow that. And nobody can go to Obuasi West and do declaration. Nobody can come to Obuasi East with any box. And I trust my people, and I know my people will do it. And I'm an Obuasi boy. You people basically voted for this gentleman. Yetiha. And Akufo Addo. Ba omiamka se police for election no. Police for soldier for nka. Yetiha no Obuasi East soldier for ekobo obi. Or preventing soldier for from going to the police station. We were here and you soldier for on camera. Beat Céasë yen can we na sa soldier for this abone no. We will make sure Saban and Chumaso Obuasi for Bechumasu wurim. Samu soldier for na mo guard chema wuntumi asase Obuasi. Election day mubu NDC agent no. Me say Aban and Chumaso a ye Bechumasu wurim ho. Mo ma me ba be fa mu funu. Because amene bi adabo asibia ye ne 2 year. Obuasi amene bi adabo bia ye ne 2 year. We can give you a map of Anglo-Gold Ashanti, baby, or Nanini Gold. We can give you a map. Into your soldier ni now protect this chairman won't me as Obuasia. Also, Tiasa Obeto your Obuasi Kurudim. You be kuwa to watching. Into I am sending a warning to these regions. Ashanti from Ochina no Mbeyas Adiano. And Yamin, NDC security, do not fool the people. Ghana for any abrio. Re-collation be illegal. And Ghana Nibia or the right to attack any re-collation center. No re-collation in Ghana again. All the results that have been called are the legitimate results per the C-127 by the EC. I did not say it. Mensa and a chair clearly in 2020 said, this is the law and the law is the law. And we cannot flout the law. Ghana for, Boase for, Ghana for, MPC Bebumbraso. Mensa Kacha say, it is only. However, once election results have been declared, a dissatisfied party cannot request for re-collation or recount of the results. It's emphatic. Inti wa utiemi a NDC ni bia se be Ghana ni automa NDC MP bia no, it is illegal say isi ba any place say or ba be re-collation illegal mo aseda mo hwengu omo so. Criminals. No re-collation in Ghana again. So be per re-collation on court. Remember, after na Ghana for say NPP for na said ye kosu de enye. Mo hwe de si o Techiman South. Mark Manu oye de Mark Manu ono na edi NPP election enim de na kokan o so. This is what Mark Manu said. Ye busa na say na ye bo nkofo. And as I say, no, ye botuo, and this for Busan, ye Busan question TV say, into ono, only saying, or say, sir, open re-collation now, go to court. Mark Manu na catch the Ghana for, Kwasia for, in Peniform Moa with Amudio.
So, but I think you are explaining. Relevant. No, you are explaining. It's relevant, very relevant.
What is the relevance?
It's very. You may deem it's not relevant, but I think it's very relevant.
All right.
Now, the question I ask: do you have the collation sheet? The NDC says, where is it? Because without that, you can't make a declaration.
Let me tell you that if NDC wants to see coalition, they made a press conference and came out with an Excel sheet and bundled some red sheets, whether they are pink sheets or what, that these are all our pink sheets, as a lawyer rightly said, that you need a primary document. If they have that, let them go to court. Why are they going to worry Electoral Commission? We have ours. And we will meet them in court.
You dispute their figures. And you dispute their claims.
Yes, their claims. Yes.
So you held the press.
Their claims.
You held the press conference.
Yes.
Why why don't you want to finish the subject matter by showing us your collation sheets?
Oh,
which is the bone of contention.
I opened myself to the public and the media, if anybody had asked that question. Because at the press conference, I invited our executives from Petition to be with me. They came. In fact, the IT coordinator, he showed all the tapes, the video and everything. Not me. I was not there. So it's a collective teamwork that we did. So something, at the press conference, everybody had the opportunity to ask questions. And I had my team, my parliamentary candidate, his team of executives and election officials from NPP in Techima. They would have answered all this.
Since you wanted to terminate that discussion and put them to shame that they were wrong, and the central issue is that they say there cannot be, there couldn't have been a declaration because there's no coalition. Why didn't you show that piece of evidence, if you have it?
Which piece of evidence?
The coalition.
The coalition, what is the source of coalition? The source of coalition is the pink sheet.
Correct.
It is added together and you get the summary or the total. And we have all. We showed it. We opened a few to them and we gave the totals.
That is the nonsense you heard in 2020. Halitosis and Kankain or the person who was a question. A poor Samson enemy. Foolish man. When no Kankain so free. Or to one on the NPP for Konaive. And no catcher say, oh, say NDC for a re-collation because in Branich say, so when to man contested collation or collation center at the moment they were collating. Now say you're collating na your case obi winia. The only place you can seek redress is a court. I didn't and the Kwasiaba we have to catch a Ghana for say we have to do re-collation. Why? Why should we do re-collation? Na Ghana Mbrane AMPP dia. If the EC decides to do re-collation, burn the facility down. If you're a young man and they are Ghana and Akufo because of these elections, people have been shot because they wanted to protect their ballot. Kwasiafo Mensa oba bema oba abuofun oba we on in America ha. Last within the picture chere oba Kwasiampenyi we in America boy we on in America ha obiambo di trimutu adentira otikura emraye juma. In America, they will not flout the law. They will not make sure the law goes against some people and benefits some people. Obaboy way to Chrome he's enjoying life. This your son. This your son. This foolish boy is here. Kwasia, because of you, dirty woman, you kunipa 8, yasa kunipa 4. Fin Obanye Obawe Oba Ghana exclusive cast last week and now we are part of fear Mensa. Kwasia, you just want to just destroy the peace we are enjoying. All because Kwasia per se or nullify NDs for majority in parliament. This is your son. And people know him in Ghana. And you have other family members. And this your son is walking on the street of Ghana telling girls say, nobody can touch her. She will rig the elections for the NPP. What but damn? You Mensa, you are crazy. The law is the law. And nobody, Mami can be in Ghana for. First and 2 Sebi, yen 2 Sebi BM, 7 Edia Bedruha, 17 nipa 8 ewu 2020, 17 bime wunne, yen 2 Sebi BM, wa ose ku yebekun. Mabodam na NPP no Ghana na yomudia Mensa na Ghana na dia. And I'm going to send this out. If you're a young man, you voted to elect your leader or your member of parliament. Wa wonim se mo kanyabano eyi NDC ni se we wini. Anybody who comes to any constituency. Obeka che say electoral commission say ombe re-collation or a criminal. Mumbuo munkuomo. You people have to monitor every coalition center in your region. These regions are Mensa deliberate. There is no law backing what they want to do. It is illegal. I will not sit there for anybody to use any bad law to destroy my nation. Because from what we know and from the CI 127, it is illegal to do re-collation. Anybody, and if the IGP or sanctions the police in Libya and the Ghana military says soldier Libya and DHR, we are criminal, we will kill you. The mob, the people will come after you because you are going to involve yourself in an illegality. They want to take this seat, and these seats have all been declared. Mr. Damango, I don't know for Damango and Shadi Wim. Where is Damango? Abujina Post Damango. Where is Damango? We saw what happened in Damango. I can let my team pull the video of what happened in Damango. Anna Damangonia. Why don't we have Damango in this? And the question I want to ask the East and say, it's a simple question. On say and the Electoral Commission a press conference. Electoral Commission a press conference. What conducted elections? What conducted presidential elections? What conducted parliamentary elections? The 40,000 polling stations in Ghana, nobody had an issue with the presidential elections. You have issues with 9 constituencies when it comes to the parliamentary elections. These are 2 different elections. Why do you think say Mensa enka presidential election? Yato aba on the 7th and the date on the 19th. Almost 14 days on Tumi Mamo presidential result. Mumuta and Sadintra. Because the presidential result does not affect the parliamentary. Ask yourself why. That is why our press conference are on taking questions. Mahamudu Bawumia recorded 38% in this year's elections. They know. Mahama actually moved 2.1 million votes. They know. Now we are Electoral Commission. We are commissioner. Kwasiya we Jimmy Kurano. O person nipa ne trust. What conducted presidential, conducted parliamentary. 9 constituencies also there's a problem. Now presidential, nobody has contested presidential numbers. Why don't we have the final figure? Why don't we have the final figure? Because or release the final figure of presidential, it will show you, it will give you a clear understanding or a clear idea of how the parliamentary went. That is why they are holding on to the presidential results. Because who has contested the presidential? So why is she not bringing out the presidential results? Why? It is because John Mahama actually John Mahama crossed 57. John Mahama Bawumia only made 38%. John Mahama made over 2.1 million votes more than Bawumia. And the reason why they are not releasing the presidential results is because they have seen the figure, and when they show us that figure, it will reflect in the parliamentary. That is why they are holding on to the presidential, and it is illegal. In the history of Ghana, on the 7th, on the 19th, you need presidential results. Now democracy will be papadia. The democracy we are enjoying in Ghana does it belong to one person? Is it supposed to be controlled by Akufo and these foolish twerps? No, we are all supposed to be part of the democracy. We pay them. So why do you sit there and tell me I don't respect Mensa or because from this behavior, this action, it can destroy the democracy of this nation. John Mahama led Bawumia 2.1 million votes flat. I know. Bawumia did not cross 38%. They know. They can't do anything about it. And they don't want to release the number because release the presidential now it will reflect in the parliamentary. And until they want to hold on to presidential, what is stopping Mensa? And until a press conference on taking questions. Or we are Johnny. Or your press conference we are because what for the whole Ghana. You are the final returning officer. You are 2 weeks. To my final figure of the presidential. Let's say the parliamentary has issues. What about the presidential? Akufo la catch and some man in presidential and say, why are they integrated to East in my Bonyana? Because people can die through this. This kind of attitude can destroy Ghanaians. The Mensa you know a bit about destroy democracy. And I'm catch them say, we are not out of the woods yet. Akufo still want the chaos. Mameka be show. If we allow as Ghanaians, not Mensa coalition or any constituency, the democracy will destroy. Because you know what? The people who won will not agree. And they're going to get on the street. And people are going to react. Let the laws work. And the law says clearly or states clearly. See, 127 says, when declaration is made, it's final. The only place that you can go and seek redress is the court. Finito, finata. Why is this foolish bleach thing working in Ghana now? Almost say mukuro no mamo. Na moshe. The young people of Ghana, mamum jamu, we bokele Jemensa mbe say mukuro mano. Ne bati America. Jemensa ne bati America. Ena all kosku papa. Ye tuya ne ka $10,000 a month. Ne bati America ne mo say shenu. Ena no ti Ghana na mumba ye bo mutu. This is a simple thing. Into ye penye na osheme. Now, because I deserve to insult these people. They deserve it because Jimmy. Sa oba we Jimmy. And it's selfish interest. Ghana's democracy from 2016. Sa girl way from 2020. Girl way I say democracy na be do hande. You do a point where we have all come together peacefully. Yet to aba obi ambo no nyonko. Kwasi aba na my results are and also done tokwa. Why should I be saying please here? Why should I be using Nketiah? Why? It is my democracy I'm fighting for. Ghana for the youth of this nation. Especially the NDC grassroots, prepare yourselves. They are going to bring the police, they are going to bring the military, they are all illegal, they are criminals. Everywhere they try to do re-collation, you have to treat them like criminals. Some have to die. No collation should happen in Ghana. No collation must happen in Ghana. All the results, at least Macho Obuasi Atra Mensa Obuasi East, you declare results peacefully. Osino Bikute Kuma. Meti mehu kume bia. We are all here and we saw the declaration. Unwe kuma. So Argentina, the returning officer for Ghana's elections. Ultimately, TV because Obuasi no be could take kumajina returning officer nechi. I heard on TV. My mention of the see 2020 Sabalugu elections no parliamentary declaration. Should you see 2020? And so Nina Mensa to me say 2020 Sabalugu under Mensa. Mensa said she didn't see anything wrong with it. This is Mensa 2020 Sabalugu here.
Get paid here. He's not the one you correct.
We finished. The one you started giving is finished.
It's finished.
We have to finish. See, you have never to.
So now declare.
John Menam had 17,580 and Alasa Umma had 14,631. And then we have the total valid ballot 32,211 and then rejected 774. And then total vote cast 32,985. The power invest in me. Mr. John Jabal Binam. The fact that you have had 17,580, you have declared as the winner of the Zabzo constituency, the parliamentary seat. You are declared as the winner.
2020. NPP for control number no mano. Obia Dana Joroni, the man is a kind declare results. Mensa did not see anything wrong with this. Sablugu for Adano and an NPP for Omo chairman for control results man. Chairman and a tro you. Party NPP party chairman a tro we not say man or say declare. Kwasiabati is was a mimi so bada. Enti kwasiaba we be say Ghana democracy metia. Menye please. Upe please every me ho. Sablugu 2020 Mensa ji we to mu ochitum. Kwasiaba obati America Charles Mensa. Onenam kroma di jantrafo. Onam akra twitwi cars edi girls catch up some maame de obi antumi nya no hwe. Kwasiaba obi ba yekuno. Savulugu 2020 NPP chairman for any cultural results the man electoral commissioner officer say on declare Mensa say it is true. As far as say a year returning officer declare kwade wuji tumu o ka kire NDC for some court abuofunu. This is a war against the electoral commission. This is a war against Mensa and the EC. This is a war to protect our democracy. And I'm sending this message. And especially mo TikTok for Nkwasiafoni bina mo de muncha de papa de bia Nkwasiade na mbese mutwa de gisika no. I am sending this message to mo ahemfo na mo Ghana, the National House of Chiefs. All these things happening, you are seeing it. Before election 2020, the chief imam of Ghana released a statement and spoke to every young Ghanaian, especially people from the Zongos, that nobody should be chaotic. We should all be peaceful. We should try and make sure we don't involve ourselves in chaos. The chief imam was emphatic. We needed a peaceful election. Yakoto abewie. Mo ahemfo no nyina mo tete Ghana. Mo aso for Peace Council, Christian Council. Mo yeshe musu to fini de nanam Ghana kurunum. Me husa mo Pentecost de makwa kwasra eye President Mahama. Ene de for. Mo de mo fa mo jimi ntina Ghana. Na mama Mensa kwasiaba wenya de emra na da ho no. Nobody should call NDC to table. The law is clear. You declare be a court. Inti no church, no elder. You pe kwasi obebi na no se me your hene. And that the EC you know, mwana democracy. You bo timutu abofunu. Ya the Ghana mra na ye adwuma C127. That is the law. If you want to do that, go to court. The Obuasi East seat, a NDC tia, and I believe my people in Obuasi East, do I have bear man uncle ho? Me say, dome, sa sa situe. Kwabenya, sa situe. Come out. Sa dome kwabenya seat, NDC dia, no re-collation. Sa seat, Okaikwe Central, NDC dia, in Sawadu Ajiri. No re-collation NDC dia. Adom pre kwasi ya beto aba. Hwasema na otete Ghana ka. Adom pre kwasi Afenyi yeba beto aba 2020. This was the nonsense he was saying. Today he's fighting for his seat.
Tension be any group. You see, so kwa about to no be ria. Once that so die. Or we kase na Joma be very no. And so no die. Joma was one of the finest politicians. So what do we need the Emmanuel Semochi? He was one of the finest. From the days as a minister, deputy minister, and as an MP. Okasana won't pa. And if you're Nikasano, Nikasa won't say, Daintia. Oh, says a full one out of Nakaka. They say a 10-year no D. It's a clear indication. So very, and he's going to lose.
These are the stupid people you allowed into our parliament. And the opposite of the Bugaji seat. In Sawem Adwejiri, NDC, we need seat, no. Yeah, free court, S7 or court, also one J. Kwasia, on said to me, yeah, the Nyansa and the guarded to me. A dirty riffraff like this, near man, Kwana Kotana Parliament, who fee on him, on J. Stupid guy, to it and not tomorrow, or didn't call for them. You are talking about John Mahama. You see, today, you are even struggling to hold on to a simple parliamentary seat. And Kwasia, what is some way I'm not to John Mahama? What John Mahama has seen in politics, in grind to someone, and Kamohubia, Kamunina, and Kamalife are better. Because our politics is so cheap. Because we see every fool be any money to me. In some seat in the NDC, winning. And you also a bearman on Beka in some some Bekan Rico, a bit trejatum, Yabeku, who police in your BDHD, who soldier in your BDHD. The young men, we will gather them to come after you. Yeah, because, what the Tanaga can tell us say, Emranti and Koko, Oman Kwa Grudebe say. Say Emranti no more Ghana, no Oman Bogana ho baya, because Embra and the Bogana ho buying. So obi person obu mbra so I was say immebru no ebo eye Ghana ho ban. On bebo mbra no ho ban. Into their bra. Because Kevin Taylor incite youth. The youth will protect Ghana. Every person who goes out there to fight against anybody who tries to recollate, the person is fighting for Ghana because the laws of the land says clearly in Article 127 C127 it is only court. Then I can abano say ya recollation na you obisa we win ya. You cannot go and say you are going to do recollation. So the young people on the street, you need to fight for democracy. Right now, the EC official Bia Obeba region or constituency or recollation or a criminal. Treat them as a criminal. Ka omutim kejatum a down behind womb ban that place. Obia or kanhubia or a member or a criminal. The law is against it. Mami reading Mran show. Now let me show you something here. Sometimes I'll see a kind not what say Imrana say. This is C127. East Imrandi Mami Jujo Mucho. Moa. Zabzugu video na me bochire bono. Do Zablugu ni nyina pe Zabzugu. Public Election Regulation 2020 way regulation with CI 127 eda ho eyemra kwasia bi bebusu say ekwa recollation. Any electoral officer bi obeje penis obeba consto munkunu ntontwene. Mun body timutuo abuofunu ubetia Ghana mraso. Who has the power to go against the laws of the land? Obian tumtia Ghana mraso yebe protect Ghana mrano. Yes. Obi obes or recollation biano or co against the Ghana mrano. We are not going to allow anybody. No recollation. Open recollation ko court. Now, let me read it to you. Results of elections. 39. 1. The presiding officer shall, immediately after the close of the poll, in the presence of the candidates or the representatives of the candidates and counting agents, A. Open each ballot box and take out all the ballot papers in the box. 2. Or B. Sort out the ballot papers into valid ballot papers and rejected ballot papers in accordance with Regulation 40 or 40. C. Proceed to count the ballot papers at the polling stations. D. Record the total number of votes cast in favor of each candidate. And E. Record the total number of rejected ballots. Now, now 2. This is what it says. The presiding officer, the candidates or their representatives and the counting agent shall then sign a declaration as set out in Form 8A and Form 8B of the scheduling stating of the schedule stating A. The name of the polling station. B. The total number of persons entitled to vote at that polling station. C. The number of votes cast in favor of each candidate and the total number of rejected ballots. The presiding officer shall A. Then announce the results of the voting at the polling station. At the polling station before communicating the results to the returning officer. B. Give each candidate or the representative of each candidate or the counting agent a copy of the declaration of results. And C. Post the result at the polling station. Now 4A. 4 says a candidate or a representative of a candidate or a counting agent may, if present, when the counting of the ballot is completed, request the presiding officer to A. Recount the ballot. B. And again recount the ballot for a second time. 5. The presiding officer may refuse to comply with the request to recount the ballot for a second time if, in the opinion of the presiding officer, the request is unreasonable and shall report the matter to the returning officer, who shall recount the ballot for that polling station only at the constituency collation center. It is clear. Watch out steps, watch out what has to be done. Watch out the law. Watch out the rule. Why are you people telling us to go do recollation? Because Mensa is such a terrible, foolish idiot. Yes, so Mensa so best say democracy, a plan. They want to do that. They want to limit NDC4 to 30 now. That is the plan. Our person use police for criminals. We are supposed to stick together. Let us fight these people. Right now, you want someone you want say Adwin Boni wo mutirim Captain Koda Samia Wukumo omo gada omo tax no wo nwurem na mo police ntade any soldier ntade. Anybody who comes to a police coalition center any constituency. So or a police no so you know a criminal. Anybody or say a easy attire or a easy official or a criminal, treat them as criminals. They are going against the laws of the land. Yemrano C127 is clear. Baby, I declare this Obuasi East. That guy, Abuaje, is the parliamentary candidate elect for Obuasi East. In Sawem, Domiko Abenya, all those people who were declared, they represent the people. That's it. The 9th parliament will see NDC candidate or Domiko Abenya. The next the 9th parliament will see Obuasi East NDC candidate as their rep because that is what the law says. Otuwase media term. Anytime I catch him for it is time to speak and you have to speak now. It is time for the National House of Chiefs to speak. The respective so-called speak. And sana tija because nobody is going to allow this to happen. Never. The EC can go to court as we speak. The EC is in court with the NDC. Why is it going ahead to do re-collation as we speak? In Sawa do a dream, the NDC went to court because the NDC knows that it is only court that this can be solved. Why is the EC not going to court? Why is the EC sitting there and making her own rules? And the most important thing is, why has Jane Mensa's Electoral Commission refused to give us the presidential results? Why have they? Adentina Jane Mensa presidential result because she is the only returning officer for the presidential elections. When it comes to the presidential elections, Jane Mensa is a returning officer. No EC official has the right to declare presidential result. It is only Jane Mensa or the returning officer. So she wants to tell me, say, after 12 days or 14 days of elections, she still does not have the presidential results. Kwasiaba. What do you say, moi? What Jane Mensa on them group boat mutu? Where kwasia? Momo Jimmy. Your boss man say kwasia. Jimmy. The democracy now most say democracy no. All because tortoise. Say tortoise way. Akufo the Jimmy way to Jubilee House. Catch him so on Céasë. What the fuck is Akufo? What the fuck is this attitude here? What the fuck is Bahomia? What the fuck is the NPP? Ghana is what we need to protect. Na kwasiaba say na penti ni ma betra kan kwasiasam na yeti Ghana so na san kwasiase obetuma bi okodivo mo ku ato atwene obetuma san kwasiasem obi o e wo Benin obetuma ye wo Cameroon mo ku ato atwene dada kwasia na ekono papa dia boss masari no nam na ekono ma dia easy J Mensa ono ne ba Charles Mensa na what time the na to America na ye man $10,000 a month money no J Mensa kwasia tuotu ne ba ka ho ade na mo jimi sa or the Nebako Tanabruche and the bad Jantra of which or not Ghana, determine say, or see a Ghana for because I was say, NDC for vote or Jifro Munsem. We are Quasiafuana. Much Jimiana, Nagano Biche will be election way, Mammy way, I election bear 2 times for Ghana, Nini Peu. Yen one answer say, we were Quasia. Yen to me, which yen answer say a mine in Penifogu Ghana. Lawyer Sakasie, now what the TV so defend the idea with the law is clear. You don't need to have a law degree to understand this clean-cut English, that it is only the courts that can decide. So why are we here for this dirty woman to come and tell us, say, oh, no, about a re-collation? Who born dog? Such a filthy thing. Because democracy, no, among for begin so much. I am sending this out. The young people of Ghana, NDC, parliamentary candidate, John Mahama, it is time for you all to become soldiers. It is time for you all to become protectors of the democracy. CI 127 says it is only the court that can overturn any declaration. Anybody who tries to do any re-collation is a criminal, and that person is going against the laws of the land. They need to be shot. They need to be attacked. When people want to follow the law, we need to protect them to follow the law. Anybody who follows an EC official, any police officer, any military person who follows anyone to a collation center that they are going to re-collate is a criminal and needs to be treated like a criminal. This is straightforward. We are not against the law. We are protecting the law. This is the announcement. Citizens, make sure you protect your democracy. The young people of Ghana, Moto Abama, John Mahama-Nana, and the MPs, do not, nowhere in this country, you should not allow any re-collation. Obi ope re-collation be an uncle court. After this short break, I'll pick calls and see what we can do. It's still live on Loud Silence TV. Live on Loud Silence TV. It's exactly 7:15 p.m. in Ghana. I think it's 12:15, right? But there's one part I needed to add to this. Jane Mensa a press conference when you know. It is clear. Say the Jane Mensa, the Jane Mensa, it is looking like the IGP is in the IGP has connived with Jane Mensa to do what she's doing. The reason why I'm saying this and then I say Jane Mensa at the opposite re-collation, which is against the law, no? Is the IGP going to provide Jane Mensa with security? Now, if Tampering is going to provide the EC with security, then it means that the IGP himself, who is a lawyer, knows the law and he wants to break the law. Do you understand what I mean? If the Ghana military is going to provide Jane Mensa with security, then it means the Ghana military, which is headed by Nana Akufo, they know the law and they want to break the law. Because CI 127 stated clearly that if you do re-collation after re-collation has been done and people or a candidate has been announced as the winner, then it means whatever you do after that is criminal. Inti Mibusa IGP say, is he going to provide security to Jane Mensa for them to go do re-collation? Because IGP also Céasë say emrada ho a echere say any say or the Ghana Police Service no anything illegal. In this IGP no release any police officer. Another Ghana military release any military officer to go out there and protect any illegal activity. They have questions to answer. Say nipa baku krabo nipa baku tua IGP Tampering. Then it means you know the consequences. The Ghana military, if they go out there, someone could protect any electoral officer to re-collate. Abra, the CI 127 states it clearly that the only way that can be done again is only through the court. Then it means you, the military, you know the law and you are breaking the law. Whoever is in charge, who give that command, you will have to answer questions. Now, if the IGP wants us to know that he's not in this with them, he should release a statement tomorrow telling Ghanaians that he cannot provide security. The Ghana military, they need to release a statement. Omokacha say there is an illegality being committed here and we don't want to be part of it. Because whoever sends a military officer or a police officer to be part of any re-collation, you know the law and you have committed it. And you cannot say you don't know that CI 127 states clearly that nobody can do that. Now, the IGP needs to release a statement tomorrow, whether they are going to provide security or not. The military, they need to release a statement tomorrow, whether they are going to provide security or not. If they release a statement, no more say providing security, it means any police officer or military person you see needs to be shot. On your real police officer, on your real military man. Now, IGP needs to come out tomorrow to disassociate the Ghana Police Service from this activity, because from what we are seeing here, it is illegal. It is illegitimate. The only place that anyone can go seek redress is in the court. And it is clear. Tampering is a lawyer. He knows. It is a Tampering who small police in Ibia court. Now, Addo police DB and I bo bitua, you will be held responsible. The person in charge of the Ghana military, so we release the police soldier ni Ibia court. So unko di isi ni Ibia chi. Na chaos si. Na bo bituo. Na gidigidi ba. You will have questions to answer. Tampering and the military, they need to disassociate themselves by releasing a statement that they don't want to be part of this illegality, because the law of the land clearly states, as was said in 2020 by the EC herself, that it is only court that can do this. Now, so man, yes, sir. So Tampering, why am I bontine? I'm the country Ghana for say you don't need to be part, the police service to be part of this illegality. That means you are part of this, and we will treat you as a criminal. The Ghana military, because what I know, let me tell you, the information I have is that The NPP wants to use their own military to suppress people at constituencies to forcefully do this. That is what I know. Sanko from the Omoko Techiman South, no, Canada Mwamono and Kanopokumono, they are putting them together to go and shoot around for these coalitions to be done, especially in the Ashanti region. Now, we want to set the record straight. Ghana and Ibianya ready. While person protected about to anyway ready and be weaponed. Make sure you have weapons to protect yourself. They are coming, and that is why I'm saying, the IGP should come out tomorrow and disassociate the Ghana Police Service from this criminality. Because on paper, in our laws, this action the EC wants to take is illegal. I'm not just saying it. There's a law backing it. So Tampering police ni biya di go for wechia. You coup police ni na. Etuo gidigidi sia you Tampering, you have to go to jail because you know and it is deliberate. You are committing a crime and your crime on social media. We are telling you. So we want to set the record straight. They are gathering their thugs. The same in Conform they are giving them uniforms. They are giving a Tampering, come and disassociate yourself tomorrow from this activity. The Ghana military, come and disassociate yourselves from this issue. Because Ochina going, you won't be your police, Libya, or sa easy for the China, we are criminal. We can attack you, we can kill you. And who police officer, you need to understand. You need to ask your boss, is this legitimate? It's a simple thing. We want people to know the reason why we do what we do. Until this goes to Tampering, tomorrow morning we need a statement for the Ghana Police Service. And Ghanaians, you need to start questioning Tampering. Is he supporting the EC in this action? Because the EC cannot do this without the police protection. The EC cannot do this without the military protection. The EC knows the law. The police, they know the law. Are they going to flout the law to do this? That is the question we are asking. Into China, also police for my answers. The Ghana military my answers, because what I know is that the NPP for somebody soldier for criminals at coalition centers around or police stations around the nation. This is the message. All right. I'm sure you be. Hello, caller.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Kevin. Regarding IGP Tampering issue, I think Dr. Sribo Kwaku, he was speaking at the CDD. They reached out to the IGP, and the IGP said he was not going to. He couldn't assure them any security. I said that one is clear. The IGP is not giving.
He needs to put it on paper. He needs to put it on paper.
Yeah.
He needs to officially release a statement.
You are right.
Yeah, it's very important.
You are very right. You are very right. And then, secondly, regarding Ukasambi Efa, Ghanaians should not expect John Mahama to use months to solve the problems the mess that has been caused by the Akufo administration in 8 years.
Yeah.
Akufo Ankasa, or the month, no, the bubu. Your friend saying government properties stay Okosi Cathedral. For 8 years, he couldn't even raise a wall to complete a foundation. Until Ghanaians should not expect, say, John Mahama, ever you sue within 8 months, and I said 3 months, say, obe fix a problem that has been put there in your friend saying 8 years.
Thank you very much.
Secondly,
you have done a lot. Thank you. Hello, caller.
Good evening, Kelvin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Oh, good morning in Ghana. Your friend James Mauko, and I said JM.
Go ahead. You go.
Okay.
Ahead. Go ahead.
All right. The Mimi person can say, I think say so huma se maukai mianka sana mi oho. Even a da ye ko na krom ho for say omuni mi say NDC no mo to abama no to bi obesi ni kwan bia no enya de ombe pini ayewe nti e besre say yen krofo no beko no matumi a protect bibia okay bia no e no kre.
But I'll say thank you very much. Hello, caller. Hello.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, good evening. Thanks for the good job. I just let boys say ready.
That's it. Thank you. Hello, caller. I'm sorry, your line. I don't know why. Go ahead. No, you're not ready. Hello, caller. Hello? Hello? Not ready. Hello, caller?
Hello, Kevin.
Yeah, Kasamitio.
I'm saying another work as I be brave. I'm saying in our work and I'm a American say NDC for communication for no. Also, my careful. You are very serious in what you are saying. Not like because of what time will be so. No, because in TV system media me ba me hwa. Oh, some George catches our guy. I'm not encouraging. Okay, I'm going to encourage to do the job because in go forward near more. Nibra ba. I said, your mama be the worst president or the best president. Now, so we could get TV so be say, mesha. Now, something come take Ghana now, said you mood dear credit. What's the matter? Over saying, niggas always keep you a baby, and I'm just like that. Never more, yeah, man, I'm here with deny mystery. He said, oh, people, Trimucho no cool Kevin. Yeah, boss, for yen, you. Now what fighted with that pump so I quite wait me try to be so ditch on mama tem to say the mama as in the mama and I can airtime. Now so who be a woman like I'm respect you. What was so more TV to say? Me ba me show. Sa statement also be packed and this phone in show. Sa need time or nonsense no. The partner say and the really in who the nimsa unimnyansa who betra no say wa so kwasia we kwasia otimi di president atem say me ba me hwe who go hwe no wen am face agro na wetu awudie nana say nyanya me na ya aduna adwoma ma ba ka Ghana grant me nko bi ana who di agro na wudi hello
yetio
empty media boat for the be hwade enti ade na ye wo ye no enye show we nye account drama we nye old movie we nye show na wo so sa akwase ampenya wadi mama tem ekas tu mama die na me ma sheme ote obi manim na sa akwa fun we eka mama asema na kwase ampenya ofri nyuje onu so abete onu so the same thing and the catcher yi say one guy sa ne ma no go so no guys say me ba me hwe one sika na ndko hwe no say ni paycheck na be hwe ne dia or parliament one man on for the paycheck go hwe no mo for Ghana sika go hwe no na nya say na you watch no.
Thank you. Okay, hello caller.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Well, say na NPP for omode ye 6 ebeda ne 9. Ye 2 aba ye nya 2 weeks. After you making kwatna your friends enjoy FM Joy News. Now all can say John Mahama say obetwa betting tax ne other taxes no. Or say sa taxes na obetwa no. Ebe cause some revenue shortfalls. Infa no obenye ska e dia ye adwuma. Na me bisa say ba omi aka say obe cancel no. Nanka infa no obe okoye adwuma. Na say they were not even true to their promise. Say they are coming to cancel sa taxes no. On say adianya nchi or say ye cancel sa taxes now. Where are they going to get money to? Where is Mahama going to get money to solve all the problems that he said he's going to solve? One will say adianya eda omotu.
That's it. Thank you. Hello caller. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kasamitio.
Yeah. My but you're from Mumuni. Oh, South Africa.
Mumuni Kasa.
Yeah. Kevin, thank you very much for the good work that you have been doing to the people of Ghana.
Where do you live in South Africa? Where do you live in South Africa?
Yeah, in South Africa.
Where?
Yes. So I'm encouraging the youth.
Which state are you in?
Come out tomorrow.
Where do you live in South Africa?
In Johannesburg. I'm in Johannesburg.
Okay. Where in Joburg?
Yeah. In Kensington.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm pleading with Ghanaians. The youth should come out tomorrow and support the cause of defending the vote that we did. They did. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mumuni. I really appreciate your call. Hello, caller.
Kevin Kobra Kwachini.
Yes, Kasamitio.
Ghana for Kotoka. Say NDC for trans non bon kompo homachia. Ghana for na twaba mom. Adia wuzi isi ba yi. Isi aba o mano 3 weeks ni dia Akufo de for shege weeks is no way. NDC ni bi di omano so enti we die yesre NDC omo so form adwen kyeremra ni hu baby omugina because ya titi Akufo adwe Mensa so ache
yeah
ya to aba man NDC mo me ba kukura especially easy who ye hwan say nko be press conference house ye musa question hey now they want to represent
Hannah. Easy to me a press conference. Also, no questions.
You must what them. English na Ghana boy na. President so ye dini everywhere start. You better get to answer na. The club minister we dey NDC pen for mu story. Na mu say mu nche Ghana boy na tamochi.
Mo am ofre mo ntwan